Good morning, RhinoCats, and happy Finance Friday. It's Miss Mary Louise, and today we are going to be reviewing our common coins, including pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, as well as our $1 and $5 bill. And then we are going to be doing a really fun activity where we make our own counting boards or money mats using either a piece of paper and writing utensil or dry erase board, and using all the common coins we have laying around the house. We are going to try to use different coins to create the same amount or same value. So let's start by reviewing our common coins and bills. So first things first, RhinoCats, we are going to review our common coins and bills before we get started on our activity. And for the most part, obviously not including our sad quarters, I was able to find some large blown up coins so we can really see the detail. So on our penny, remember our penny is worth 1 cent, and it is our coppery brown coin. It is our only coin that is this color. So it's got Abraham Lincoln on the front there. We can see the Lincoln Memorial on the back. It also has 1 cent. Remember that sometimes the backs of coins can look a little different depending what year they were made. Sometimes there's a shield or a crest on the back of our newer pennies. Our nickel is worth 5 cents, so 5 times the amount of our penny, and it has Thomas Jefferson, our 3rd president, on the front, and then on the back it has the home he lived in, Monticello. It also says 5 cents on the back, but different than our penny, obviously, because it is silvery looking. It is a little bit larger, and it depicts Jefferson, who wears a big white wig and ponytail, and he's got a big collar there. So that's how we can tell him apart from other coins. Our dime is worth 10 cents, so 10 times the amount of our penny, or 2 times the amount of our nickel. And it has FDR, our president, Roosevelt, on the front, and he's got short hair. We don't see his collar, no wig. And then on the back of our dime is a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. And that is our dime. The dime is also our smallest coin, even though it is definitely not worth the least. So next up we have our quarter. It is 25 cents. It is the largest value of our common coins, although here it looks the smallest. It's actually the largest, but I just didn't have a large copy of it. So we've got our first president, George Washington, on the front, and once again, like Jefferson, he's got that big white wig and ponytail. And then on the back, the difference is no Monticello. We have our bald eagle spreading his wings. It says United States of America, $quarter, because that's what a quarter is. It's 1/4 of a dollar, because 25 cents, it takes 4 of them to make up a dollar. Which leads me to my dollar. It is worth 100 pennies. It is worth 20 nickels, 10 dimes, or 4 quarters. And once again, we've got George Washington on the front. Instead of his profile, we see his full face this time. And it's got the ones in all the corner. And then on the back, it has a big 1 written out in letters. And we see our crest and shield there. On our $5 bill, our $5, it's worth 5 times the amount as our $1. It's got Abraham Lincoln on the front, and then on the back it has the Lincoln Memorial, kind of like our penny, except for obviously it's worth a lot more. It's worth 500 pennies, right? All right, guys, this was our common coin and dollar review, and this is going to take us into our activity. All right, RhinoCats, so on to our fun activity. You're gonna take a piece of paper and marker or crayon, whatever you have to write with, or if you have a dry erase board, you can use that too. And you are just gonna write whatever value you want to add up to in the middle of your paper. So if you don't have a lot of coins laying around your house, I would start with a smaller value because it's gonna be hard to make the amount out of smaller coins like pennies and nickels if you go up too high. But I started with 80 cents and I'm gonna see, I divided my paper into 4 corners. As you can see, that provides me with 4 different opportunities to make 80 cents in different ways. However, you don't have to make the amount in 4 different ways. I just wanna see you try as many different ways as you can and work at least 20 or 30 minutes. So for 80 cents, I can make that a few different ways. I have some quarters, so I'm going to start with those since those are the highest or the most value of my common coins. They're worth 25 cents. So I can say 25 plus 25 is 50, plus another 25 is going to be 75. And then I just have 5 left, so I'm going to add a nickel on, right? So 25, 50, 75, 80. Right? Plus 5, that's going to give me 80 cents. Okay? Another way I can make that, and I'm going to need to borrow my quarters because I don't have a lot of common coins right now. And you can do that. Once you've made a group, you can totally borrow it and use it for another group. So maybe I'll start with 2 quarters. I'll take this away just so we're focused on this square. So 2 quarters is going to give me 50 cents. And then instead of using more quarters, I can use dimes. Dimes are worth 10 cents. So that's a great way to count on. So 50, 60, 70, 80. All right. So I just created a new and different way to make the same amount, right? To make 80 cents using different common coins. Now, I don't have enough pennies to make 80 cents, so I'm going to stop there, but I'm just going to show you another example. If you have a lot of coins and you want to try making the same value as $1 out of coins, I would go ahead and challenge yourself. Also, if you do have bills that your parents are willing to let you use or your guardian's willing to let you use, you can go ahead and use dollar bills as well if you feel comfortable. But for $1, I would say 25 plus 25 is going to give me 50. I'm going to bring another quarter here for 75. Then maybe I'll bring in a dime for 85, another dime for 95, and then I can bring in a nickel to make 100 cents, which is equal to $1, right? So hopefully, guys, this gets you started. We're just creating these little counting boards. You don't have to make them look as fancy as mine with the boxed in number in the middle in 4 different squares. You can just write the number up at the top and then try to play on the paper with your common coins and make the value in as many different ways as possible. Have some fun with this, guys. Good luck, and I will be in touch.